here. We're back here with the trailer again. I already went ahead and repacked the new bearings, or packed the new bearings, and got them, the hubs put on, seals put in, all that. We just reused the old seals, so it's kind of not the right way to do it, but I don't have any other way of really getting new seals, because apparently every place I go to doesn't have any. So and what we do here is we're going to tighten up the spindle nut, and what you do is you spin it a few times around, kind of get the grease worked. What was that? A little bit of drag to it, so probably back it off one notch. Feels about good there. There's no in and out play. Spins pretty easily going back and forth, so we'll probably do that right there. And we'll move over here to the other side. Same thing here, just kind of spin it around a little bit. Got fucking grease everywhere. The grease kind of moved around, and then just kind of, you just spin it as you tighten it till you get it to whatever torque spec you want. I'm sure there's a torque spec out there for these axle nuts or spindle nuts on trailers, but I could care less. I'm not really seeing the hole for the there we are. That's pretty tight right there. Let me spin all that well, so we'll back it off one notch. So the hole is here, straight up and down, and we'll back it off to this notch here. Right there. Seems to be pretty good torque. But other than that, yeah, it's pretty simple. Not really that difficult. The only hard part is actually repacking the bearings. You gotta, pool up some grease here in your hand, and then you just take the back side of the bearing and just sit there and do this with it, and just, use it to scoop up grease into the bearing inside where the rollers and the cage and stuff is. So it's pretty easy, unless you want to be the cheap guy and go and buy a bearing grease kit, I guess. You use like a little canister that you put grease in the bottom of it, and you put your bearing in there, and you push down on the plunger, and it pushes the grease up inside the bearing for you. But I don't have one of those, so we just did it the old-fashioned way. Other than that, like I said, it's pretty self-explanatory. We're going to put the cotter pins in, and we are going to paint the hubs because they're kind of mismatched here. This is the part that we're going to see, outside of the wheel, and I want all this to be black so that way it'll match the car. Have, a black car with white wheels and black center caps. So that's what we're going to do here. We're going to paint the dust cap, or whatever you want to call it. We're going to paint it black as well. So we're going to clean this up really well, get all the shitty grease off of it, paint it, and clear coat it, along with the rest of the trailer and the fenders, and we'll call it a day. And we'll put the floor back on. So stay tuned.